Society rises on one wing alone, and no future is secure when one half is left to chance. Somewhere along the way, we made a dangerous assumption that our boys would simply figure life out on their own, without guidance, without structure, and without support. We assumed strength where there was silence, clarity where there was confusion, and resilience where there were no tools to cope. But they are not figuring it out. They are quietly collapsing in plain sight. From an early age, we hand them a script to suppress emotion, equate worth with dominance, and carry pressure without language or release. And when that pressure becomes unbearable, they search for escape in places that deepen the crisis. For 5 years, we chose not to look away because the cost of silence was already too high in broken homes, lost potential, and a generation drifting without direction. So we intervened earlier, intentionally and structurally, meeting boys at the point of becoming before confusion turns into identity. The Boy Child Transformation Center was built as a frontline intervention platform designed to interrupt negative cycles and replace them with clarity, discipline, and purpose. Here, emotional intelligence is taught as a survival skill, enabling boys to understand themselves, process their experiences, and respond with control rather than reaction. We develop empathy, strengthen decision-making, and cultivate ethical grit, the discipline to choose right over easy. And most importantly, we give them permission to become fully human, without fear, without shame, and without apology. Transformation does not happen through instruction alone, so we shifted from speaking at boys to listening to them and empowering them to think, articulate, and lead. Through Walk in My Shoes, we handed them the stage and challenged them to confront their realities and propose solutions grounded in responsibility. When a boy finds his voice, he does not just express himself, he begins to reshape his identity and redefine his future. Because true manhood is not dominance, it is responsibility. 5 years in, we're no longer just responding to a problem. We are redefining the narrative and rebuilding the framework through which boys become men. We are dismantling limiting labels, rejecting rigid expectations, and removing the constraints of the matchbox. What we are building is a new model of growth, one that combines strength with emotional intelligence, leadership, and self-awareness. This is what it means to be unbossed, because the boy guided today becomes the man who leads tomorrow, the ethical executive, the present father, and the principled leader shaping society. The time for silence has passed, and the responsibility to act can no longer